To Living with Marcial, the IG show. Hey, hi everybody. Happy Thursday. Been drying my sweat with tissue. I be getting tissue all over my face. How are y'all feeling? Hey, hi, Maddenting. What's going on? What is it? It's Mad and TNG. Hi, Thomas. How are you? How's it going? Happy Thursday. How are y'all feeling? How's everybody doing? Oh, wow. I didn't know I could change the color. How did I do that? Oh, wow. And then you got Stewie, Mummy. What is going on, Thomas? What is going on? How are you feeling? What is new? What flag is that one? I don't recognize. I'm not good with like geography, geology, anything. Thank you for laughing with me. So you know what I wanted? I'm going to talk about a few things. My favorite old school scents. What are your favorite old school scents? So clearly, Boucheron, Germany. How are you? My brain went blank. How do you say hello in German? How do you say hello in German? I know. You want to hear me sing a little bit of German? It was a song I learned in school. It's called Die Post. It goes, Von der Straße her ein Poston klingt, bum 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 bum, wo ich ein Liebchen hat, mein Herz. And I forgot the rest. Hallo, that's how they say hello. Hallo. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. So these are some of my favorite old school fragrances. Top of them for me is Japeur. I love spicy fragrances. Now, my son smelled it, said he loved it, but it smells like old man. And he's right, it does smell like old man. I'm an old man. The other one is Aramis. Aramis is just very powerful. It's a very powerful scent. Powder. And then the Boucheron Homme. Oh my goodness, I love this one. And that atomizer, look at that. Can you see that? This place is smelling so wonderful. What is your favorite old school scent? Hi, Sense and Sensation. We're talking about old school scents. Today, as a matter of fact, I just posted three of my favorite fragrances, old school fragrances, and I posted the years in which they were launched. And so two of them are from Boucheron, and the post I wrote down the other ones that I liked a lot. The other thing I wanted to do was my friend Tammy from Tammy Loves Fragrance had hooked me up with some decants, and I wanted to see what was in there. I don't know if I'm going to smell them now because the place really smells strong. If you guys know anything about old school scents, is that they really dominate a room. Like they were made to be smelled, miles away. So let's see what's in there. Ooh, look at that. Comes with the testing strip. Ooh, this whole box smells good. It says the company is Nazo Di Raza. Nazo Di Raza. Hey, watches and fragrances. How are you doing? What is going on? What watches have you purchased recently or been wearing recently? Oh, wow. Let me tell you something. When I opened this box, it smelled really good. Oh. And she sprayed these at least a month, 2 months ago. And I can still smell it off of the card. This one is called Esmeralda. Esmeralda. Nazo Di Raza Esmeralda. Oh, it smells really good. This dry down is awesome. Okay, so then these are the ones I'm going to be doing soon. I'm going to smell this one just because I have to. I can't not smell it. Hey, Muse Experience, how are you doing? What is going on? How is your day? Let me take the filter off. Oh, you know which filter I found that I thought was funny? This one. I was riding the bus yesterday, and I promise you, I'm not exaggerating, there was a lady that had lashes this long. And I felt bad for the skin on the side of her lid because it was stretched out like holding the weight of the lash. I was like, listen, beauty is pain, I guess, for some people. But this one is Nazo Di Raza Parfum Esmeralda. Esmeralda is the name. I'm going to spray it on my wrist because I haven't sprayed anything on my wrist. And, of course, as Sarah McCartney says, let it dry. Good day, good morning. It is morning for me because it's already after 12 o'clock midnight. So how are you doing Muse Experiences? How are you feeling? I hope your Wednesday went well and that your Thursday is going great. Okay, so Esmeralda by Nazo Di Raza is an interesting scent. Latifa, 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 Latifa. It smells really good. It smells really good. It gives me a balance between powdery, clean, fresh, and floral. I like it. I like it. All is well. Thank you. Enjoying your energy. Thank you. I appreciate that, Muse Experience. I'm glad you're enjoying my energy. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to kind of encourage each other, learn together, and grow together. Latifa sang my name. She said, Marcial. I like it. It doesn't smell like it would last too long on my skin, is the impression I'm getting. But these are fragrances that Tammy Loves Fragrance sent me to test out from Nazo Di Raza. I like it. But I won't be able to do too much justice to it because, guys, if you just joined in, I sprayed old school powerhouse fragrances. On my neck, I sprayed Japeux de Boucheron, which is one of my favorite old school fragrances. I have worn this since 1998, non-stop, never stopped purchasing it. The other one that I would have kept on purchasing had it not been discontinued was Davidoff Good Life. But sadly, it got discontinued and I wasn't able to get it. And now to get that version of it, it's like $300. I'm not paying $300. You know what I used to pay for the Davidoff Good Life? $20 is what I used to pay. I'm not going to pay. Get out of here. Not even for nostalgic purposes am I going to pay that much. This one is Boucheron. It was gifted to me by a fragrance friend, and I'm grateful to them for it. I really love it. Now, the other one that I sprayed is Aramis. If you guys have ever smelled Aramis or sprayed Aramis, you know that this is going to grip on to everything it lands on. So, I'll test out the Nazo Di Raza probably another time. But Esmeralda is good. It's good. I like it. Now, guys, what have you been up to? If anybody wants to join and chit-chat, you are all more than welcome to join and chit-chat. The doors are always opened. Did I wave to you? There you go. So, right now, before I start reading, you guys know I'm going to be reading from The Keys by DJ Khaled this week. Is going to be the reading, right? But you know what happened today? So as I'm coming into work, I tend to buy 2 of the drinks that I'm gonna have, right? The reason for that is because I don't know if whoever it is I'm gonna be relieving needs a coffee, right? Or if somebody around me is gonna need a coffee. So it is Dunkin'. So I give the coffee to the person that's working downstairs, and they were surprised that I was giving them a coffee for no reason. And I was thinking, is that kind of how human culture is right now in a lot of places where acts of kindness are that rare? You know what I mean? Like, I come from a place where, looking out for each other is the norm. It's just how it's done. You make sure if you have for, in Spanish, hey, what's going on, AR? I was just looking at your recent post. You had posted yourself DJing, and I saw the 1 minute fragrance review you posted. I loved it. So, that's kind of, and that's been my experience in life. It's just kind of like, you look out for the people and people look out for you. And it's just kind of like, even if you're not blood related, you're family. The people are strangers, but even though they're strangers, they're still human. So they're family, It's kind of the way that my mind and my heart works. So I was just surprised by that, but I was happy that he appreciated it, But a cup of coffee goes a long way, and a cup of coffee makes a person happy. If someone just blesses me with a cup of coffee, guess what? I'm going to be dumb hyped. I'm going to be like, woo! Oh, you got it, AR. You got it. You're awesome. So if you're just joining to this show, this is your first time joining the Living with Marcial show. I do fragrances, I talk to you, and then I go to reading from a book. This week I'm reading from The Keys by DJ Khaled. And the reason why I selected this book is because I feel like it's one of those books that can give immediate energy. It can immediately click a person to wanting to do more, be more, reach out for more. Always supposed to look out for one another. Absolutely, AR. I believe that. Like, I genuinely believe that's what I live by. You know what I mean? That's how I grew up. So that's going to be me. Yeah. So this book is, for me, it's amazing. We've been reading, I think we already read 3 parts of it. We read like 3 parts of it already. So I'm going to go into the part, and before I read, I tend to do this. Come close. Come here. Would you like me to read you something? Would you like me to read to you from The Keys by DJ Khaled? I'd love to read to you from The Keys by DJ Khaled. They don't want you to ellipsis. They don't want you to have breakfast. They don't want you to have jet skis. They don't want you to have Jay-Z as your manager. I don't know if you sense a pattern here, but let me tell you, they don't want you to have anything worth having. And DJ Khaled in the book explains that when he says the word they, he always has it in quotations. It means anybody that wants bad for you, anybody that doesn't want you to progress. Hey, you know what they are. And so when I say they, that's what he's talking about. Anyone that doesn't want you to be your best you. They don't want you to have anything worth having. If it brings you joy or success, you can guarantee that these people will do everything in their power to stop you from accomplishing it. You see me on Snapchat or with fan love, and you'll know that I'm always talking about all the things that they don't want you to have. Stay woke. Constantly remind yourself and speak out loud on the things that you want in life. Picture yourself having everything. It might be a boat or a plane or a platinum plaque or a best-selling book or even egg whites, turkey sausage, and a glass of water for breakfast. You deserve all of these things as long as you work hard. You have to go to work. Okay, Thomas, take care, my friend. I'm so glad you joined in, okay? I wish you an awesome, awesome rest of the day. Have a great Thursday. Make Thursday thrive, okay, Thomas? You deserve all of these things as long as you work hard. Envision all the obstacles you might run into while trying to get them, and then beat them down. Cheers. Is it auf Wiedersehen? Auf Wiedersehen. Danke. Cheers. They don't want you to ellipsis is like a battle cry against they energy. Go out into the world and declare what you want, even if they want you to stop. Always do exactly the opposite of what they want, and you'll prosper. So this is something that's a little part of it. I love that book. How are you doing, Frags by Maria 84? How you feeling? Hope everything is going well. Thank you for joining. It's good to see ya. So I'm just reading a little bit from the book, The Keys by DJ Khaled. If this is your first time joining into Living with Marcial, that's actually a title that was picked out by Tiwalade Tiwa. What I did is I spoke about 3 of my favorite old school fragrances. One is Aramis. The other is Boucheron Pour Homme. And my favorite of the 3 is Japon. It's super spicy. But what I also do, on top of speaking about fragrances, I read the comments and I have conversations with y'all. And I read from a book. And this week I'm reading from The Keys by DJ Khaled. And as I was mentioning, the reason why I like reading this book is because it's an energy giver. Okay? So now I'm going to read to you a quote from... Thank you. Glad to... Oh, thank you so much. It's 8 a.m. in Romania. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, these are classics. Now, there's 3 other ones that I really, really love. I just don't have them in my possession. It's Givenchy Pie, Givenchy Pour Homme, and the other one is Davidoff Good Life. Davidoff Good Life would have been... I would have still been purchasing it the same way I purchased Japor, but it got discontinued, and then people started selling it for a ridiculous price. I used to get the Davidoff Good Life for $20 on 3rd Avenue, East 149th Street, and then now people want to sell it for $300, and I'm like, nostalgia is not that costly. Am I right? You know what I mean? Like, people want to gouge these prices. I get it. There's people who are willing to pay that much for nostalgic purposes. Not Marcial. I'm sorry. $300 is a week's worth of work. That's not happening. So I'm going to read Jay-Z's quote, all right? I have seen Khaled work for years. I was going to try and imitate him. I can't imitate the voice. You guys, you know who does a really good job? There was a guy that was on Saturday Night Live. He really impersonated Jay-Z really good. I have seen Khaled work for years, hustling to put together these songs, get clearances, have people work together and that normally wouldn't. I have always been a fan of his work ethic and passion. I love how he never gives up and puts his ego to the side to get the job done. He told me he moved his family to New York to get my verse. I wanted him on my team after that. What we are seeing from Khaled now is really who he is. The cameras are just capturing his natural state. That's why the world is so drawn to him. The most important key is honesty. It is best to be a failure with who you are than successful as someone else. Now, that last sentence is super, super powerful. It is best to be a failure with who you are than successful as someone else. That's a big deal because some people do find success being someone else. But you know what the frustration is with that? Let me tell you something. Can I tell you something? Can I share something with you? Okay, so I have never, ever, ever tried to be anything other than me. And the reason for that was because I would see people, and mind you, as a little kid, I would see people, kids my age and adults who would try and be something else, right? They get tired. I would see it, that they would get tired, and after they got tired, then they would behave as themselves, and I would see how people would react around them when they were themselves. And people's response was immediate. It was like, like, wait, that's not how you've always behaved. So since I was little, I've understood you have to be you, So I did try sports because I was curious, but not because I wanted to be a jock. You get it? So I never tried to be super, super macho, because I knew that wasn't my personality. I've always been me. Whatever I liked is what I liked. When I liked basketball, I liked basketball. When I liked singing, I liked singing. And that was it. And the same thing is when you see me, what you see here right now is what you're going to get when you meet me in person. And it's what you're going to get when I'm dead tired. It's what you're going to get when I'm super hyped. This is me. Marcial is like this all the time. So if I fail as Marcial, it's not a failure. It's actually a good thing. So it goes into the part that speaks about be yourself. The show has to stop at one point. Just be you so the show can go on. Boom. Boom. There you go. The show has to stop at some point. So that's the point, right? Whether the person wants to or not, the show has to stop. They're gonna get tired. And so it's better to just be themselves so that when you are tired, you're still yourself. You know what I mean? So that's what it starts off saying. Be yourself. So you know what? I'm gonna stop here, and the next time I do a talk, Living with Marcial, I'll be reading from Be Yourself. But I also am trying to get together another little live show that's called Marcial and a Blender Chit Chat, where it's like almost like a phone call, but it's done on the live show, and we would just have a regular conversation, get to know each other, talk about fragrance, or talk about life, or talk about work, or talk about whatever it is, conversation. So if anybody is up for that, you can DM me, let me know, and we can set something up. It's very casual. It's like no stress, no pressure, no fanfare, no pretense. We don't have to say, oh, tune in. It's just get it done. All right? So I'm going to let you guys go. I love you, and I will sing you out, okay? Goodbye, my lovely fragrance blenders. I'll see and smell you soon. Ciao. Thanks for joining in, guys. It was fun conversing. See ya.